What is up, guys? It's me, YKWS, and we are back again with another video. And this is the first video that should go up since I've come back from Comma Breaker. I always apologize when I come back from an event and it takes me a while to upload, but this time I can't bother to apologize anymore. You guys know where it is. I have to take a break when I get back. My sleep schedule's all over the place. Like, it is what it is. Like, for all the people that are trying to rush me and like, where's the Combo Breaker? Like, literally the first video, I uploaded a video, I think it was this Monday. I didn't upload the video, I made the video go live. It had already been uploaded and I made it go live on the Monday because before I travel somewhere, I scheduled a bunch of uploads and that's what happened. And then that was on like Monday at like 10 p.m. my time. I wasn't even home at that point, and people already in the comment section like, wow, you're not going to talk about Combo Breaker? That's kind of crazy. It's like, do you not understand how time works? Like, the event had finished like less than 24 hours after I uploaded that video and whatever. But yeah, I guess I really want to talk about Combo Breaker and how it was, in my view, a massive success for the Tekken community. But before I do that, I do want to get into the one negative that I have over this weekend. For those of you who don't know, I ended up getting, I guess, disqualified from the tournament, we'll say. So I had my game against Just Frame James on the winners side to get into top 24 winners side. I was in top 24, top 96. I was in top 96 anyway at that point. But that match is depending on whether they're going to be winners or losers. I lost that game. Should have stick to Hwarang. Is what it is. I have a lot of respect for James, so it is what it is. Then on the loser side, I had to battle through a bunch of games. I think I played 3 or 4 games to get into my match. I was to qualify for top 24 losers side. There's again Elix, another European player, French player, and we go to a final game. It's 1-1 at this point. He is 2-1 up in rounds, and near the start of the round, like 5-10 seconds have gone. He does a downfall 1-2 with Negan. I try and punish it with 4-3 and my punish doesn't come out, and I'm just walking backwards. Something happened with my pad. I don't know what it was. For those who don't know, I play on PS5 pad and I have like a small USB adapter that can use, so I can use my PS5 pad on PS4. I don't know whether there was a problem with the adapter. I don't know whether like it just came out slightly, and for whatever reason it just stopped working for a bit. But running back Eddie, who was there at the time, literally just plugged it back in the tiniest bit and then it was fine again. Because some time had gone, I did the walking back. It was a bit confusing. I thought we just replay the round from there. He had a life lead at that point, but my punish would have like evened up the life. So I really didn't think anything of it at the time. I was just like, okay, we're probably going to replay the round. A TO nearby was like, well, it's your decision. Talking to my opponent, it's your decision. You can decide whether or not to run it back from there. Other TOs came along and said, yeah, you can make the decision, might as well run it back, blah blah. Eventually he made the decisions like, yeah, we can run it back 2-1 in rounds to him, we're good. And then a supervisor came along out of nowhere and just said, well, it's not your decision. Speaking to my opponent, it's not your decision, it's my decision. Now talking to me, you lose the round. And I was like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. Like, they just made the decision that I lost the round because of something that was kind of completely out of my control. I was really pissed off, and that's really my only negative to take away from this weekend. So I think I finished like 25th or some shit. It is my worst placing in a very long time, and yeah, I'm not happy about it because I technically didn't lose, but it is what it is. I have to move on. I do not blame Comma Breaker for it. I don't blame the event for it. It was just the decision by this one person, and it is what it is at this point. Not happy about it. I have like a record at tournaments that's like every tournament I enter, especially majors, I have a minimum of top 16. Like, that's something I've had for a very long time, especially offline majors, and that is now gone, and I didn't have control over that, so that was fun. But then, now with that out of the way, let's talk about the overwhelming positives that were this weekend. First off, Sephi Black had an amazing performance in the top 8, finishing 4th, beat Rangchu. Cuddle Core had an amazing run, beat Joey Fury. Chikimaru had a great performance. So many European players had a great performance at Combo Breaker, and it was very inspiring for a lot of us to see. I was very happy about it. I know so many people were happy about it, because obviously the narrative going into Combo Breaker was Europe versus NA. Europe can't compete with an A, so let's see what happens. And you know, a lot of players put on a great show. I think the epitome of that was the 10v10, which I look at as a huge, massive success. I thought that was amazing. If you looked at like the viewership numbers, I think overall, I think King J posted a screenshot and it was like over 20,000 viewers were on the Tekken category for this 10v10 exhibition of Europe versus NA. And I thought that shit was amazing. Like, it really felt like it felt like everything just like paid off, because we had been like selling this shit. We've been doing our WWE bullshit on this or whatever the fuck. Like, I remember I posted a tweet like on the way back of like me and Spag as like Triple H and Vince McMahon and shit, like the way we just fucking sold this shit. Like a lot of credit has to go to Spag for this shit working out, because before he started really talking, and before like because this is something we had been talking about for a long time, like Europe versus NA, EU versus NA, and it came off as a huge success. And if you were there, like, the energy in the crowd was absolutely amazing. It was different. I've never felt anything like it before. Every single game was important. Every single game was hype, and regardless of the score, like it was an overwhelming success. And then you have shit like, you know, Gosane and Joker, like those two put on an absolutely crazy performance like throughout the entire 10v10. They carried the team. You know, we ended up losing in the end, but like it honestly, at the end of the day, for me, this doesn't even matter, because I feel like we set out to do what we wanted to do. We sold it like a fucking WWE event. Everyone get involved in the shit talking on both sides. You know, me and Spag over here, you had speed kicks, Sukin, Rip on the other side fucking selling it, and it was just amazing, honestly, to see that all pay off. And now obviously talking about a run back, talking about doing this in Europe again, who knows? I feel like right now we kind of need to let it sit for a bit, like, you know, let this one marinate. The moment happened, we all enjoyed it, the score is there, you know, like I feel like with this one needs to like be held back for a bit, but either way, like, it was great. I loved it, and the shit talk there in the moment was absolutely sublime. Like on both sides, everyone was giving it, everyone was taking it, and I just loved how like after the event, you know, everyone was like walking, just like shaking hands, saying what's up. Like, that was fun. Like it was very clear, like, we are all here for the game. Like, no one's getting personal, no one's talking shit. Seriously, like some of the shit talk, I remember Fred Distance 20Z is one of the funniest motherfuckers on this planet. Like, and then I feel like this helped also bridge a gap between the two scenes as well. Like speaking to some of the players afterwards, seeing these other players talking to these players, like players from Europe and NA, just like mingling and shit. It was so awesome to see, for real. And I feel like I hope this like really bridges the gap between the two scenes. We get to see Europe travel to NA more, NA travel to Europe more. Just more competition between the regions in general. And you know, Michael Murray was there himself. Actually met Michael Murray, got to speak to Michael Murray very briefly as well. And like, you know, he was really invested in that shit as well. He thought that shit was cool. Like, I do feel like maybe we get this in some official capacity next time, who knows? But either way, right now I do believe Combo Breaker was a rousing success on all fronts. The tournament was great. You know, I think, you know, having a European get to top 4 was so, like, it was just like, I don't know if you guys watched Combo Breaker. If you watched the top 8, apparently I was making a lot of noise in the crowd and you could see me and hear me. Yeah, so you guys know how I felt about the top 8. I remember when I got home, my little sister was mad at me because I was rooting for Sephi Black over Cuddlecore. Like, she was really mad. She was like, you're not, like, she even messaged me during the event, like, why are you not rooting for Cuddle, you know? Like, and I feel it's like this, even on a casual level, like I know Damascus and Tyron are launching their reversal platform. Well, by the time I make the video, it's launched, and they actually covered a lot of the 10v10. They had a documentary on it. I should link that stuff in the description because it's so hype. And like a lot of people not even invested in Tekken have been saying how hype this 10v10 was for them. And yeah, like I feel like this has been so good for Tekken. The community, for the players, you know, sponsors are looking at this stuff, and I'm excited to see what this does for the future. And so many players do want to go and travel more. You know, there are plans for some of us to try and go to CEO. I myself might be making my way to Evo. Nothing is confirmed yet though. I do want to try it just to get out there again. Like, I have a performance to avenge from this one because I only lost once, which is a fun way to go out in a tournament. But so many of us again want to go back out there, you know, and just show what we got. I feel like this has made, you know, everyone a lot more hungry moving forward, and I'm excited to see what this does for the scene. I get, because obviously the big announcement obviously as well this weekend was Tekken World Tour is coming back. So there are multiple Tekken World Tour. I think the 4 master events were CEO versus fighting Rev Major and the mix up. So I will be doing my best to make at least 2 out of the 4 masters events. I will not be going to versus fighting. That is a confirmed nope for me. So I will try CEO. If not, I'll definitely go into the mix up. I don't know if I could swing a Rev Major. I think that would be cool. That's a tournament I've always wanted to like tick off my bucket list because of how hyped the crowd normally is for that one. And apparently, like, I have a lot of people that enjoy my content from the Philippines as well. So it's a place I apparently need to go at some point. So if I can try and swing that this year, that would be great. But if not, I will be there one year definitely. But yeah, I don't think I've missed anything that I wanted to talk about. Comma Breaker, it was great. It was a great experience. Didn't end the best for me, but you know, I got to see so many other my friends do well. The 10v10 was hype. It was so hype. The 10v10 is the reason why I lost my voice. My voice, I don't know if you can tell, still hasn't fully recovered, but the 10v10, me shouting in that is the reason why my voice is the way it is. So I'm working on getting that back. I feel like this is really like built a lot of hype for Tekken moving forward. Even casuals are excited in this stuff now. And I guess since this next Tekken World Tour is most likely the last Tekken World Tour for Tekken 7 as well, I feel like this is a big one for a lot of people. So people are going to be doing their best this year. I'm excited to see what I get up to this weekend. For a bit I was obviously a bit disheartened because of what happened to me, but I feel like watching Sephi and Tetsu and all these other players like Hossein and Joker, Chicken Maru as well, watching all these other guys do so well is like, it always builds me back up when I'm not feeling at my Kanye best. So my competitive spirit has been renewed once more after this. So I have a lot of positives to take out of this weekend. And I think the last thing I have to say moving forward is moving forward in tournaments now, it is time for me to return to being a Hwoarang main. A lot of my shortcomings in tournament have come from the times I've decided to pick Lydia, made very poor decisions in picking the character. It was literally a repeat of what happened to me in CEO and Losers side. I lost with Hwoarang, not because the character wasn't working, but because bad decisions were made. I couldn't, in the time I wasn't thinking about that, thinking about the adaptations. I switched to Lydia and then I lost once more. I want to go back and like look through my like tournament stats and see if like there's ever been a time I lost with Hwoarang, switched to Lydia and it's worked, because honestly I don't think it has. Like the only times I win with Lydia I think is when I pick her straight out for a matchup, or like I have an idea of what I need to do with the character. But moving forward, it's time to return to being the loyalist that I've always really been throughout most of this game. And who knows, maybe I'll hit like Boba Miguel or some shit. But honestly, when you watch Anakin do the things that he does with Jack 7, it really makes you feel like anything is possible. So it's time for me to get back to doing what I do best. So thank you all for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Remember, join the members. Memberships are live. If you want to play lobbies, get some gameplay analysis from me, that is the best place to do it or get it. YouTube members. That's all from me. I will catch you guys in the next video.